What's up, y'all? What's up? Alright, the purpose for this video is to share some information I learned through studying and research and different aspects of the Rona and COVID-19 pandemic. Alright. Hopefully we can debunk some myths and conspiracies using reliable sources, quote unquote reliable sources, because it really makes no sense to use one conspiracy to validate another. It just doesn't add up. It's like if we're going to expose some lies or truths, we got to do it with facts. You know what I'm saying? We need to take what they call facts or what they is pushing as facts and represent with other things that they call, other shit that they call facts, reference it with each other and just see if it adds up. You know what I'm saying? See if it adds up. It's like reverse engineering. You got to take it apart, figure out how it works, and then put it back together. Y'all with me on that? You know what I'm saying? So we can't do that using one conspiracy to validate another, when neither has a solid foundation. That's why it's called a theory, conspiracy theory. It's just like with the Bill Gates shit. People say patent and Microsoft and 5G and just put it like that's not good enough. It's not good enough. Matter of fact, let's start there. First things first, Bill Gates does not have a patent to SARS-CoV-2. There is no patent to SARS-CoV-2. You'll find multiple coronavirus patents, yes, but that's because there's multiple coronavirus, plain and simple. It's a family of viruses, right? Y'all remember SARS from 2001? That killed all those people and all that? Yeah, well, that was a coronavirus as well. There's also another virus called MERS. They are respiratory viruses. It's a whole family of them. You know what I mean? So that's why you'll find multiple patents on them, But this new virus is called SARS-CoV-2. It's also SARS. It's SARS-CoV-2, Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2. That's the name of the virus. And there's no patent for it. Facts. And truthfully, we won't even find out if there's a patent for it until at least the second half of next year, because patent applications are confidential for 18 months. They're confidential for 18 months from the date that it's filed. And this virus just popped up 6 months ago. So, if there was a patent application filed by law, we won't even find out until the end of 2021. So all the gossip about the Bill Gates patent is false. Now, he does have a coronavirus patent, though. He does have one that he funded through the Pure Bite Institute, but that's a gamma coronavirus. This virus is a beta coronavirus. You know what I mean? So it's a coronavirus that he does has a patent for, but it's not this one. It's not SARS-CoV-2. And I never say he innocent. Bill Gates ain't innocent. Fuck him and the elite. Like, we've been court him back in the day, forcing vaccines on kids and shit, and talking about pot control and all that other type of shit. But still, all in all, the best way to prepare for it is knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And knowledge of what we're up against, and we got to start that with facts, not conspiracy. So, let's just remember that, and we got to expose them with the facts and not conspiracies. So if you find a blog or an article or a video that catches your attention, cross-reference it, fact-check it. Then fact-check that source. You know what I mean? We got to dig, and we got to dig deep. Snopes, or whatever you call that shit, they full of shit too. I'll get into them in a second. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into the categories of coronaviruses. The mother name or the category is called Coronavirus. That's like the mother name of it, and the mother name of it is Coronavirus, and it has 4 different categories. You got alpha coronavirus, beta coronavirus, delta coronavirus, and gamma coronavirus. Right? Now, each one of these categories has at least 3 different strains, 3 or more different strains of coronavirus. That's why so many patents on it. You'll find that patent that's in Europe. You'll find that patent from 2001. You'll find the patent from 2018. But these are all different coronaviruses. You can't just take the patent and automatically apply it to this new outbreak. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. So the whole Bill Gates thing, it doesn't add up. You know what I mean? But for this virus, this SARS-CoV-2 thing, most of the viruses, not even just this virus, most of the coronavirus, they affect like animals. They affect birds, cattle, horses, pigs, bats. Some have mutated, to affect humans. Some have mutated like H5N1 or SARS, MERS, COVID-19, etc. Like they pirated to affect humans. So I can't say that there's not an evil hand in this because I don't know. But SARS-CoV-2 is a beast, and now they're saying it's airborne. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense that it's airborne because it traveled the world in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? It traveled the world in 3 months, and that makes sense that. But they still don't give a definitive answer how long it can survive in air. It depends on temperature, humidity, and stuff like that. But it can survive on copper and steel for like 2 hours, which is normal. Even long on cardboard and other surfaces. It's so-called mutated already. Now that's a sign of deliberate manipulation of me. But nevertheless, viruses do often mutate on their own. So who knows? I'll let y'all call it. You know what I mean? But keep in mind though, just as fast as it spreads, like it dies. It dies just as easy. It's a fragile virus. It can't survive in 80 degrees or higher. It only thrives in cold to freezing temperatures. That's why it lives in the nasal passages and like in the throat cavities and stuff like that, because that's the coolest part of the body. They respiratory diseases, they survive right there, but it literally melts in heat. Even the acid in our stomachs, it kills it on contact. Bleach kills it. It's a real fragile virus. So, just as fast as it spreads, it dies even fast. Now, SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus, is what causes COVID-19. COVID-19 is a disease. It's not the virus. You cannot catch COVID-19. You catch SARS-CoV-2, which is a severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. That's the name of the virus. The name of the disease is COVID-19, which stands for coronavirus disease 19. That's the name for it. It's kind of like the way HIV causes AIDS. You know what I'm saying? HIV is the virus and the disease is AIDS. It's the same thing. Now, there's we can get into the stages of severity of COVID-19. We can do that. So let's do that. COVID-19 stages of severity. You got first one is a mild disease from which 80% can recover from. Right. The second one is a severe disease causing breathlessness or pneumonia, and that's around about 13%. Then you got a critical disease, and that includes septic shock, respiratory failure, and failure for more than one organ. That's about 5%. Then the fatal disease is a little over 3% fatal. All right, those are the severity of the coronavirus. All right. Now let's get into the Snopes people. Remember the Snopes people I was telling y'all about? Let's get into them. Alright, man, listen, we gotta be careful who we use as a standard for fact checking. We just gotta be careful about that. They're dangerous. Snopes is dangerous. Snopes was founded by a couple named David and Barbara Mickelson. Right? Barbara accused David of spending 98 G's on prostitutes, which may be true. It doesn't matter. What we do know is that he divorced Barbara and married a call girl porn star named Elisa Young, a.k.a. Erin the Brand. She's a porn star, and she's Snopes' administrator. And Snopes' only fact checker is Kim LaCapri. Kim LaCapri, also known as Vice Vixen, she's a sex and fetish blogger. Like there are no researchers, there ain't no investigators, there ain't no lawyers, and no documents to support their findings. Yet some people hold them, like we hold them as a standard for fact checking. Man, that's dangerous, man. That's dangerous. But I'll let y'all call it, man. But I'm gonna end this video here for this week. I'm gonna try to do this every week, maybe. As I get more information. As long as this lockdown lasts. I try to post as much information as possible. Y'all know I play and joke around a lot. But it's definitely a must that we share information and do our research and homework on what we up against. So, like, if y'all got any questions or comments or want me to talk about something, just let me know. I get the answers for them. I do my research, or I try my hardest to get it. You know what I'm saying? And leave some comments and stuff. Alright, it's your boy Kush, man. I'm out, man. For those misinformed, first video. Peace.